Good evening. How's it going, everybody? Tonight, we are picking up where we left off. My name is Dan. We got Robert, living in RimWorld, peaceful colony. We got Shauna, still asleep. Day 25 days till they wake up. Robert is continuing to cook food. Robert, once again, a portly fellow who extremely low expectations, diverse thoughts, which is kind of cool, comfortable, satisfied, and obviously living inside a mountain, so life kind of sucks. Pick up where we left off. Robert is surviving, barely. Actually have some decent food. It is still summer. We ran into a heat wave a couple days ago, but we're living it up. Looks like Robert's gonna do some planting. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me tonight. Hope you all are having an absolute blast of a Wednesday. So what's going on? What's happening? As Robert does some planting, what's shaking in your world? What's new with you? I'll say that this weekend we head down to Pennsylvania, where the Mustang is stored graciously by our crew chief. We're going to do some big old cleaning of the shop, get ready for winter, and next season start some planning, get the whiteboard out, get the markers out, and come up with a game plan. As some of you may or may not know, I am the driver for the Ford Mustang. That next year we plan on competing in 4 national level ARA events in open 2-wheel drive and see how we do. You know, I'm having fun. My goal is to have fun. I want people in our team to have fun. So, with that in mind, you know, be hitting the roads, having a laugh, and a good old time as we get sideways and silly in our Mustang. But back to Robert. You know, life's tough. This is not going to be easy for him. Food is tough to come by. We do have that second mouth to feed. Fortunately, he is pretty quick with mining. If you recall, we're trying to mine out this area. This is going to become a fridge, and this is just going to become some indoor storage for some of this stuff, so it doesn't deteriorate as quick. I am also going to try to set up some mining to expand the bedroom, probably make it 2 bedrooms. And our main goal is going to be to kind of turn this into a barracks for us. We'll probably turn this, you know, once we're done with this little area, keep this as like storage and maybe production, and maybe we do have the ideology mod, or not mod, but DLC installed, so maybe a temple or 2 in here just to have some fun there. Let's speed up through the night. Let's figure out what we need to do here. So, let's see. He's going to do some mining. Let's check out his work schedule. Alright, plant, cutting, growing. I think I do want him to concentrate. Well, actually, no. He's planted everything we need. Cleaning is obviously important. Construction, we don't really have any construction as of yet. Yet again, we do have wind turbine. Interesting. I might want to get us some electricity, if that's the case. It's going to be a little tough because if we do like a generator, obviously you can continue to fill with wood and such, but getting the power lines through the rocks, unfortunately, is near impossible unless we smooth them. And smoothing them just takes time. It takes a boatload of time. The benefit of that is we could theoretically get a AC unit to pump air into AC into the refrigerator, hopefully keeping the food a little bit cooler. Oh, see, we already got stuff deteriorating. That's unfortunate. But with that being said, where do you put this generator to minimize the number of lines that you have to run through? Let's see. So if this is going, I might just mine out this whole mess of steel that it looks like they're already hitting, and then build a wall back here, put the generator around here, and kind of shorten that. Oh, more wake up. All right. So wake up, if you don't know, synthetic stimulant, you know, energy drink, but it is quote unquote a drug. They can get addicted to it, which will be problematic. We don't want that. We don't want them addicted to the hardcore stuff. But I think that's going to be the plan. I think we're going to continue to mine this out, get all this steel. I'll put a wall in around here. We can even bring the wall out maybe around here to there, so that we can have like put a nice big fridge in and kind of go from there. Let's see what we can do. For the time being, let me throw in a door here. I don't... Steel... Okay, fine. I'm going to do a wooden wall. We'll do another steel door there. Yep, this will be our fridge. I'm going to increase our mining here. So basically, we'll clear this whole section, get all that steel, which will be good for us. I'm going to actually grab this, expand the zone, throw it in here for now. I'm going to grab this, expand this way. This is kind of the stockpile zone, or, you know, trash or things like that. We aren't advanced enough, but with the DLCs that RimWorld has, you also run into having toxic waste that is produced by some of the more advanced societies. So you have to kind of watch out for that as well. If you are playing and you're new to RimWorld and you have kind of like the mechs and things like that, they produce toxic waste. So you just want to make sure that you are kind of putting the toxic waste somewhere off in the distance, and also coming up with a plan to kind of recycle or get rid of it somehow. You know, get it off your world, get it out of your colony, because it will kind of spread throughout the whole ecosystem that is your map. Alright, we've made it through the wall. That's awesome. Robert's taking a little break. Food, we're getting low on. I'm going to see what type of wildlife we have. Still a good amount. I'm going to grab these guys for hunting. See what we can do there. Chunk of spaceship. We'll deconstruct that. See how long that's going to take, if it yields anything good. Alright, we got more steel, more components. Components are always good. Components is what we require to really build a lot of the production equipment. So it's always good to get those. Let's check in on Shauna. Their health is not bad. Just a little review. They, as a mission, fell into our world. They are suffering from paralysis pretty much. For the next 22 days, they'll be paralyzed. We'll just have to provide them with food and comfort until then. Unfortunately, they are somewhat on the older side. They do suffer from asthma, so that's not good. That will kind of slow down their work. Comfortable in melee, comfortable in mining, which is awesome. Highly comfortable in medicine, which is great. And they are social as well. Both of these I kind of wanted. Keep them low stress, low energy job for most of the time, and just kind of have them as a medic and somebody who can talk to any traders or any people that come into the world to kind of get a better deal. Let's see how Robert hunts this hare. Oh gosh, he's really got to work on his shooting skill. Let's see how he's doing. Shooting is a 3, so not the best. So Robert, pessimist, but a fast learner, which is awesome. Shooting, melee, not the best. Construction, fairly good. Double passion in that. Mining, also very good. He's been working on that as well. Double passion in that. Cooking, subpar. Plants and animals are good. Crafting, artistic, medicine, all kind of subpar. Social is awesome as well, that with him. So, what else? So we're gonna get some food in us, get some food saved. I am going to ideally make a, let's see, stonecutter's workbench and see if I can start producing some stone as well. Excuse me. It's going to be a little tight here, but actually, let's not do that one there. We will put, we just don't have enough room, so we're going to throw it outside for now. It's going to get, penalty for being outside and all that silly stuff, but for the time being, maybe we'll be able to get a couple of more hardcore walls in place. Alright, over those. Nice and easy. A little quick on the construction. Set it to make any stone. We're going to do that forever. And I think what I'm going to do is, like we said on the last time, so this is going to be kind of where we set up a pen and some animals and a barn and really start getting some different animals to breed and then hopefully be able to sell them. We do need more colonists. It is very tough to do with one person, especially when you have 2 mouths to feed. Shauna isn't going to help us in the same regards as somebody who might have better hunting and construction skill. They will primarily, like I said, be our doctor and help us with trades and communication with other colonies. But let me do this. I do want to get to a start on fairly sizable pen. That we can really expand and kind of grow with. Look at all those botched construction. enjoy. We'll get some tasks done with Robert right now. We need a lot more trees, so we'll get those squared away. Get that assigned to him to chop them down. Not his most favorite task, but it's one that is very necessary. Yeah, he's slow. He's a little slow when it comes to this. 5, so it's not terrible. Could definitely be worse. I'm kind of curious, you know, what... I think the rare Thrumbo will obviously be gone by the time he finishes his pen. But it'd be kind of funny if he trapped it in there by accident. I think it would just probably eventually just break free, but who knows, really. Got a bunch of rocks in the way, so I'll have to grab those and move them. How is our food level? We got 2. We got a couple of meals there, so let's grab that. We'll do some harvesting of that. And I'm sure he is hungry. Temperature-wise indoors, we're looking at 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Not bad at all. Fairly comfortable. Are going through a good amount of wood. We do need to kind of get into the habit of making sure we provide wood to our passive coolers and our torches. Yeah, he's cooking. He's moving and shaking, which is nice. Gosh. Does have a luscious beard, though. Look at that thing. And that kind of heart-shaped style hair. It's wonderful. Just wonderful. So what's happening, guys? What's shaking out there in the world? How's your guys' week going? Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic week. Up here in the Northeast, it's getting a lot cooler. It is now just low 40s throughout the day. So, snow and definitely the winter chill is right around the corner for us. I'm very intrigued to see if he's gonna accidentally trap one of these guys in there and what they would do. Alright, let's speed through time as they sleep. But yeah. Check on Shama's health. Fortunately, not suffering of anything else other than asthma. We aren't starving yet. We will need to actually, today I will need to concentrate on hunting. Let's see if we can get these turkeys. Looks like we got a bunch of alpacas that will be good for both food and clothing. I'm going to kick up his hunting skill and kind of say, hey, let's trim it back on the building for now. Let's see how we do at hunting. Alright, he's got a squirrel. Look at that. Nice. Oh, of course. The downside of just leaving your meat out. Oh, okay. This isn't good. We got the flu. One of your colonists has gotten sick from flu. Ensure you have a medical bed and a doctor. Make sure they get proper treatment and spend as much time in bed as possible. That's not good. That's really, really not good. This may be the end of Robert. Obviously, like anything, the flu is never good. But, yeah, that is not good at all. I'm going to prioritize getting some medicine. But is he going to use it? I'll throw it in his pocket. Hopefully if he needs it, he'll use it. But let's let him get some rest. Obviously the medical bed, of course, is just a spot on the floor. Not the best. But as we expand the society and colony, we'll be able to build like a proper medical ward and hospital. While he's resting, I'll kind of discuss a plan with you. Like I said earlier, my plan is to keep this as like a church and some of the more areas for the ideology. Just because, you know, it would be kind of cool to have a church or temple inside a mountain. Oh no. Oh, thank God. I thought he passed out. Let's check his health real quick. Flu minor, so we're gonna have him grab some more medicine. Smoke leaf. Okay. Doesn't really help us, but we'll have him grab some medicine. Please don't botch that. Ugh, frick, harvest botched. Nope, we don't want to cut, we want to harvest. Please don't botch it. Alright, pick up. Come on, Robert. So, plan, real quick. Actually, let's make sure he cooks some food and does some plant cutting so he gets the berries. So, temple, church, what have you up here? Our pen for animals, probably expanded over time to become a lot larger. This will be kind of like a barracks and mess hall and things like that. And then ideally, as the colony expands, we'll be able to kind of go out this way and more encompass the area with proper bedrooms, a proper kitchen, proper dining hall, etc. Kind of make it as big as possible. But it kind of all depends on what type of people are with us. Let me see what... I kind of want to let him rest. I don't think there's really any point in him talking to these guys yet. While they could trade, he doesn't have anything really worth value that I'd want to trade with him. So it might not be worth it yet. I'm a little concerned that he is some malnutrition, which means, yep, Shauna as well is suffering from malnutrition. Oh, I hate that noise. That little ting. He does need to cook. He does need to eat. So much good stuff. He's sick. Oh boy, I'm worried. This is not looking good. Stressing about his health. Oops. Got his health and food. Harvest those. Let's see if there's any other medicine out here. Got a couple here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. He definitely needs to get to work on getting some medicine and some food in him. Shauna. Ooh, jeez. Okay, here we go. Ah, gosh. This is kind of like the gentleman, I think his name was Evan from the last time. We can definitely rescue him, but it's going to take the hospital bed away from Robert. Robert doesn't have the energy to assist with him in a medical capacity. Oh shoot, it's now fall, so I gotta worry about the temperature. I think unfortunately, for the sake of Robert, we need to kind of ignore that gentleman that is up top. Robert needs to quickly harvest some more medicine. Grab some wood, Robert. You got this, Robert. You got this. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh boy. Still minor. Immunity. It's not looking good though. It is not looking good.
Yes, I do. Definitely.
Alright. Let's see. See how he feels in the morning. Unfortunately, he has not been able to assist Shauna. And they are getting quite hungry. I'm sorry, Robert, but you also need to harvest and cook some food. Oh boy. Oh, and he ate that. Okay. Oh, another transport pod crashed. We are unfortunately very unlucky when it comes to that. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. We are going to turn on growing. Crank that up a little bit. I need him to get some food in their system. I need you, Robert, to stop botching the harvest. This is just painful. This is incredibly painful to watch. Okay, awesome. We have enough. Cook, Robert, cook. You got this. I know, Robert, you're sick, but I need you to cook. Robert, okay. Yep. Feed Shauna. Oh boy, the medicine. Flu. It's getting real, guys. They just fed him. I don't know why. It still says they are malnourished. Oh man. Alright, we're at 50% climbing immunity. I think they need another meal. They can't. Oh boy. This is tough. Okay. Okay. This is not looking good. Oh boy, he's throwing up. Okay. We need more medicine. Robert, I need you to do some stuff. I need you to suffer in it. You're suffering, Robert. I know. But we'll get through this. We will get through this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now he's just kind of sitting in his own vomit. It's not good. It's not good at all. Oh, that's horrible. It is so horrible. Oh boy, Robert. I'm sorry, Robert. Oh, immunity's climbing though. But also the severity of the disease. Oh boy, Robert. I need you to cook. I'm so very sorry. A little bit of socializing. Back to bed. Oh boy, I really don't know if he's gonna make it. Oh boy. Okay. Panic setting in, guys. Oh boy. I just... Oh boy. This has to work. Please, Robert. Please. Oh, please. Buddy. Oh, man. Oh, it's so bad. It's just so bad. Oh, extreme. Look at 88% immunity. It's 76%. I don't know what to do. He might pass out. I need to find more medicine. But I also need him to sleep and rest. Him doing these activities is not good either. Oh, Robert. You're breaking my heart, Robert. Oh, go back. 51 degrees. Oh boy, the temperature's dropping. Pick it up, Robert. Harvest the other one. I need you to live. Pick up. Go back. Food. There's no food. Robert. Rest until healed, Robert. Rest your body. Rest. Oh boy. Guys, this isn't good. This might be a short-lived adventure with Robert. Oh, here we go. 16 days left. This is it. Robert caught the flu and is dead. That's it, guys. Robert's dead. Well, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Flu caused Robert to expire. So, there's no way Shauna can survive. I guess we just kind of leave it there. Well, let's hang out with Shauna for a little bit. They are shivering, hypothermic. Here comes a tribe. Oh man, that's very unfortunate. Oh, we tried. An attempt was made to keep Robert alive, but inevitably he caught the flu and died. Shauna still has 15 days left of being... Yeah, ain't good. This is not good, guys. So, let me see. What else we got? Because unfortunately, Robert has died. Shauna's now hypothermic. And considering this is only the second night of streaming with these guys, it ain't looking too good. Looks like we kind of lost. That's real sad. Let me throw up a little intermission right now, because obviously these guys are lost. Let's see if we can throw it up into something else. I will be right back. Guys, I'm back. Switching it up. We got a little bit of farming to do. Check it out. Farming Simulator 2022 Premium Platinum Edition. The new map. I don't even know how to pronounce it. And by far, am I not a farmer? We got a couple of the basic machinery. I got a bunch of hay to get inside of the forage wagon, which is right here. I rented it just to try to pick up as much as possible and get it in before end of the season, end of the year. So now we're farmers. So if you're just joining us, Robert from RimWorld unfortunately passed away due to the flu. And kind of threw an audible. And now we're farming. So, that being said, I am by no means a farmer. This is one of those games that I find myself just kind of playing, chilling, kind of enjoying the drone of the tractor's engine. Let me go over here and start filling this bad boy. We did rent this or lease it. It is costing us a small fortune, but it was kind of what I felt was best to get rid of this grass field I had on the left here. So we're kind of, yeah, I'm gonna kind of forget that Robert ever existed, and we'll see what shenanigans we can get into on this farm. So I started this map just a couple of nights ago, and my goal is just kind of see what the new Platinum expansion was about, and so far I'm having fun with it. You know, I haven't been able to progress enough to plant any of the beets or carrots. I'm thinking of going with carrots for this run through, just because you kind of have some of the, I think the soup factory requires carrots, but I'll have to double check. I am trying to get this hay into the forage wagon as quick as possible, because you know, this thing's costing us a pretty penny. So we had to, you know, kind of throw an audible, fortunately, with the death of Robert, but I'll revisit RimWorld again. It was a fun one. It was just that naked brutality. It was quite tough. You know, one guy, unfortunately the flu kind of took him out. But here we are. We're farming. Chill vibes. Hanging out. Hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. My thinking of next stream is probably going to be on Monday. We'll probably hop back into some Motor Town behind the wheel. I do kind of want to progress some more in that. It is still in that early access phase, but you know, with the amount of progress they put into the game, it's certainly a fun one. Boy, this tractor is certainly struggling a little bit with this forage wagon. This is some good weight behind it. You know, it's one of those games that I get sucked into. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know the names of implements. It's still, by no means do I know the correct process or to properly farm. But I do like kind of just enjoying the base levelness of it and being able to go ahead and just see some progress on the farm. Still 10:45, so we got the rest of the day ahead of us, most of the day ahead of us. I'm just gonna circle around, kind of sweep all this stuff up. I did purchase a chainsaw. I was debating on cutting these trees down. This I'm using as also obviously another grass field. And the trees are kind of in the way, but they also add some nice character to the front of the farm. Leaving this as a open field is kind of cool, but I kind of like the trees on the right. Race car stuff. Oh, I can't wait to do more race car stuff. This weekend we are down in Pennsylvania, getting the shop organized and neatened up so that we can rebuild the transmission in our tow rig, which is an E450 big old transit bus. And so we can then prepare to bring the Mustang in to go start our checklist on that. Nothing major going on with that. We're going to, with the Mustang, look at some of the interior items. So at STPR, the driver's side window came loose and is now just sitting in the window frame, but it doesn't go up and down. Does it need to go up and down? No, not at all. One day would I like to have Lexan windows? Definitely. But we'll secure it because right now it is kind of, there's enough of a gap in the window between the window and the body of the Mustang to cause dust and things to come in. What else? Interior wise, that's kind of it. We are still going to run our 18-inch all-terrain BF Goodrich all-terrain tires this season. There was talk of converting the braking system into or reverting the braking system into a V6 size caliper front and rear, which would allow us to, with some more modifications, get down to a 15-inch rim and then proper rally tires. But that's a lot. That's a lot of work to be done, and we haven't had, other than in Ohio, a problem with the tires at all. These BF Goodrich all-terrains are surprisingly rugged for being what Tire Rack describes as, you know, an on-off-road tire. They've been working well. They've been taking jumps. They've been slammed around, hitting rocks, and knock on wood, we have not had any issues. Our only issue in Ohio was when I took a right 4 at too much of a speed. So it was a right 4, I believe, and just the way the corner was cambered, it was kind of like off cambered, and unfortunately the Mustang kind of slid up in an embankment, slammed around a little bit, and we finished the stage on a nice flat tire. Let's see. Oh boy, we still have a ton of grass to get back in, or hay to get What else? What else? Other race car stuff. Nothing major with the Mustang. Obviously, we'll do our checkup, do all the fluids. That would be brake fluid, engine oil, probably transmission fluid, and just a normal checkup. Make sure everything's still tight. The suspension system looks to be tight. STPR definitely loosened some things up, so we'll make sure everything up front is nice and tight. We'll have to realign, obviously, the whole vehicle, make sure alignment's right. I do want to add a little bit more camber in the front to make it hug a little bit better in the corners. My goal this season is going to be really to try our best to build confidence in the tighter stuff, the 2s, the 3s, and even some of the 4s. Just gain speed. The Mustang is a very, very long vehicle when it comes to some of the stage rally stuff. New England, we didn't really you didn't really experience it because New England's such a fast set of stages. But STPR with the waste management stages where you're just cutting through the forest and things like that, and even out on ASF and some of the other stages, especially the hairpins, we were using every inch of the road to make some of those sharp corners, especially the hairpins. There's a couple of times where you could hear in a hairpin the bumper kind of scraping along the embankment as the car rotated. So the vehicle's, almost sideways in the road on stage, kind of make that hairpin, and you can kind of hear the bottom of the bumper scraping along the some of the gravel and sand that's lining the roads there. So obviously we didn't touch anything, we didn't really hit anything. There's nothing negative that came out of it, but I have to be very conscious that this is a very large vehicle and it takes a lot of space for it to maneuver like that in those tight areas. So I just want to build more confidence this year with car control and things like that on how best to wrangle in the power. I think the dyno sheet probably says it has 340 horsepower. For me, it's still a very heavy vehicle. So power to weight, it's not the fastest thing out there. So how do you keep the RPMs up when you are really having to negotiate some of these corners and slow down quite a bit for them because of how large it is? So, with that, I have my sim rig here that I spend a lot of time. Fortunately, like in Dirt 2, they do have the Mustang. I think it's like 500 horsepower in that, so it's a lot more powerful, but you can kind of get a feel and a sense of the size of that Mustang in Dirt Rally 2, which helps. And some of the other GT cars that are obviously a lot larger than your typical Escorts and Fiestas. So this season we'll be going after the open two-wheel drive we'll be competing nationally. So we will be starting at 100 Acre Woods. It's going to be our first rally. Then we will make it our way to, what is it, Southern Ohio. We'll do the New Tennessee, I think Tennessee, Kentucky, Tennessee, I think, no, Tennessee. And we will try our hand at, so 100 Acre Woods, Southern Ohio, Tennessee, and also LSPR, Michigan. So we will be traveling quite a bit of ways, for a team that is based on the East Coast between Pennsylvania and Boston. We are looking at, from Pennsylvania, a 19 plus hour drive to Salem, Missouri for 100 Acre Woods, I believe, and probably equally or longer for Michigan. So our mission starting this weekend is making room inside to pull the transmission out of that tow rig, get it back to 100%, and servicing the tow rig obviously as well, and getting ready for the season. If for some reason the tow rig does not fulfill or we can't fix it, then we will be looking at, or I will be looking at, trying to find another solution for towing to get us out there. So we'll have a little bit of an uphill battle, but something we can overcome. We'll figure it out. Fortunately, and again, knock on wood, nothing is wrong with the Mustang. It competed fantastically its first season. Back out on the stages after when was the last time? 2020 was when it competed last with the prior owner. Oh my gosh, am I stuck right here? What have I done? Guys, what have I done? I'm freaking stuck. What? Freaking. Oh boy, come on. So the Mustang last competed in 2020 prior to me acquiring it. Competed at the New York Forest Rally. And upon acquiring it, oh boy, this is sad. Alright, let me get this. Let me re-angle this and see if I can somehow get this off the side of this building. There we go. Jeez, what a pain. Yes. So the Mustang, I acquired it maybe a year or two after 2020, and well, actually last year, last July. So not this past July, but the year before. We made some major updates, redid the whole suspension system, found proper smaller size wheels and tires. When I picked it up, it had still 18 inches, but they were huge kind of mudslinging tires that you could feel every time you hit a bump. This tire was slamming into the fender and wheel well. Oh Jesus, this thing's not even working. Okay, there we go. All right. So we spent last year kind of updating things. After STPR this year, I just kind of put it away. It's still got dirt and dust on it from STPR on it. But since it is now winter, there's really not too many events that I'd want to take it out for. I don't plan on really ever doing snowdrift or anything like that with the Mustang, while I think it's incredibly fun to drive on ice and snow, it's just not the vehicle for that in regards to the amount of research and effort we'd have to put into getting the right tires and such. So, yeah, that's kind of our schedule for this upcoming season. We're going to try to go after 4 national level events. Yet again, I'm working with Boyd Smith as my co-driver. He is absolutely amazing. I would not be anywhere near the level of confidence that I have currently in this car without him. He is truly a master when it comes to building confidence in a novice driver like me. And he's just shown great dedication to the team in that regards. He's just... Yes, Boyd is signed on for the whole season. Oh, for 4 events. So I'll be competing with him. He'll be my co-driver for 4 events. And then I don't think I'll do any more regional events. I know this past year we really actually started in November of last year, so almost a full year ago. Almost a full year ago with some rally sprints, which I don't think they're called rally sprints any longer. So we started in Susquehanna rally sprints, and also Team O'Neill as well. Some rally sprints. But yeah, Boyd is definitely the man. He is so calm. He tries to teach in a way that the driver, myself, best learns. So our note taking for recce and things like that is very shorthand in regards to we're not taking huge notes, like you hear in the WRC games and things like that. Our notes are very short, but it is all the informative stuff that I need to not overwhelm myself, because when you're traveling at speed, and it is very difficult and very easy to get completely lost in what you're doing. Speaking of that, I've been just kind of putting around here. Pretty much full. So let's go dump this stuff off. But Boyd, being the calm, cool, and collected guy that he is, really has been able to make notes that provide me with all the information I need without overloading, and he'll be the first one to say on that second or third pass of recce of a stage, you don't need this information. This isn't critical information, or let's trim it back because at whatever mile per hour we're going, there's no reason for me to say it tightens here. It tightens because we're in it, And being able to... What's nice with Boyd is he doesn't mind changing the plan to make sure the plan makes the most sense. And that's kind of really what you need in a co-driver. You don't want somebody least some of the stories I've heard, you don't want somebody who's too rigid in their ways, that they don't take your input as a driver, but also are, I wouldn't say confrontational, but they want to keep it their way and then potentially overwhelm the driver with too much information. I would, being a novice driver and kinda knowing my own level of information intake, I know that there's going to be a time that he's reading notes and I get lost. So to minimize that, how do we make sure I always have the most information and the proper information? And that's by, getting rid of tons of notes. And really, we are writing our own notes each time to that effect. Alright, we get to return this guy. And I think hit this, and we go here. And where is our least item? This one, we're going to return it, and it did cost us a pretty penny. But we were able to get that done. Unfortunately, earlier, Robert in RimWorld passed away of the flu, doing some farming. But I think it's time to call it a night, guys. It has been such a delight talking to you guys, sharing some information, hanging out, going over our next season. And really, we'll do this again with probably a different game next time. Farming's pretty fun, but can be a little bit of a drag. I wish you all the best of nights, a wonderful rest of your week. I will try to be back on Monday, probably back in Motortown, but I wish you all a wonderful, fantastic rest of your week and weekend. Talk to you guys later. Bye for now.